But sometimes when you follow your intuition, you could actually like have something, the most magnificent, beautiful thing happen in your life just because it didn't make sense before you did it. But as soon as you did it, you got so much out of it. And that's really relying on your intuition. I actually learned the hard way to rely on my intuition. And I'll share the story. The hard way was this. It's 2014, and I was in Barcelona. I was there every year for the Mobile World Congress. It's a massive convention. It's about 4 days, and on average, 100,000 people from around the world go there and talk about mobile everything, technology, mobile everything. And so I had to go to that conference because I was in telecoms at the time, and so that was probably the 6th or 7th year I was there, and so I understood the ins and outs of the city. And 100,000 people just go to the conference, but there's so many more people who come to the city and don't go to the conference because there's so many meetings and events and dinners, and this is when you can, if you're doing international business, this is where you're going to meet people that you've been emailing with, or at the time Skyping, or now it's Zoom, but through virtual, and now this is a chance to meet, to take the business relationship to another level, or whatever the case is. And it's a great networking opportunity as well as so your days, so the way those days are, like your days are full of meetings, maybe 10, 15 meetings, and then your evenings, you're at events, whether your company's hosting an event and inviting, other companies for networking, or you're going to multiple, like in an evening, you could go to 3 or 4 networking events and dinners and hosted events. And so it was day one, and this time, so you need to book your accommodations very early, hotel, and our Airbnb was becoming popular then, or whatever, the service apartment. So in that year, my company had booked a service apartments where, it was an apartment. And in that building, we had, I think, 6 or 7, because we had a big team go to this conference. And so mine was a 2-bedroom, and I was sharing with my 2 other female colleagues. And so day one comes, I come back to my, apartment, and we had an hour. We were given an hour. By the time I got back from the meetings and the convention, I had an hour to meet in the lobby because we were going to dinner, and then we had a whole night of events to attend. And so I'm changing and I'm getting ready, and I turned to my colleague Victoria, who is she was the chief marketing officer, who essentially booked this whole thing. And I saw that our rooms were clean, and I said to her, and I had this really feeling, and I didn't know what the feeling was, but I was very uneasy. And I said to Victoria, so they already cleaned? She goes, yeah, you see it's clean. I said, yeah. So I'm asking questions because I'm trying to use my logical mind to say, they already cleaned, no one's going to come into this space later on because they've already done their stuff.